Greetings to all the participants present here. On behalf of Quvae Research and Publications, I would like to welcome you all for the webinar on fake reviews detection in real-time business big data. To start with, let me give you a brief about Quvae Research and Publications. Quvae serves as a platform to publish research articles in prominent journals and conference proceedings. We assist authors in publishing their research findings in high impact factor journals, promoting their work, enhancing their reputation, and building a strong scientific profile. Among several indexing databases, Scopus is one of the most preferred for publishing articles. The wide recognition and impact of these journals makes them highly valued in their academic careers. And we have recently collaborated with the Scopus Q1 journal called F1000 Research, published by Taylor and Francis. The authors can now easily submit their articles through a partnered gateway with F1000. It is an open research publishing platform for scientists, scholars, and clinicians that offers rapid publication of articles and other research outputs without any editorial bias. All articles benefit from transparent peer review process and editorial guidance on making all source data openly available. Now I'd like to welcome our speaker, Dr. Ahmed J. Obaid, who is an assistant professor at the Department of Computer Science and he's also a certified web mining consultant with over 14 years of experience in working as a faculty member and a member of Statistical and Information Consultation Center at the University of Quvae, Iraq. He is also an associated editor in the Brazilian Journal of Operations and Production Management and an editorial board member in the International Journal of Advanced Study and Research Work, Journal of Research in Engineering and Applied Sciences, GRD Journal of Engineering. He has also edited some books such as Advanced Material Science and Computational Intelligence Techniques for Combating COVID-19 and has supervised several final year projects for bachelor's and master's in his main line of work and authored several scientific publications in journals, books, and conferences with more than 75 plus journal research articles, 15 plus conference papers, 10 plus conference proceedings, and 8 plus book editings. And he is also a reviewer in many Scopus, SCI, and ESCI journals and a keynote speaker for more than 60 plus conferences, webinars, and session chats in many international events. Once again, I'd like to welcome you, Doctor.
Thank you very much, Ma'am, for this introduction. You please let me know if I am ready to present my work. And thank you for the organizing of this webinar, for inviting me to present my topic in this event. So shall I start, Ma'am?
Doctor.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, Doctor, it is audible. You can start now.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon from Iraq. Happy to meet all of you in this webinar. First of all, I would like to thank all the organizing committee of this webinar and happy to meet them in this event, and special thanks to Quvae Research Publication for organizing this event and inviting me to present my recent research work. So at the beginning, I would like to share my presentation, and you please confirm me if it is visible and to all of you. So now, sorry, now it's visible?
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you very much. My presentation is talking about fake reviews detection in real-time business big data. So today we'll focus on some topics related to business big data. The first And the seminar is divided into some parts, at the beginning, we will take an overview of one business data and give some explanation about that data and what is the problem statement and the research objectives and the other research outlines. So in this seminar also, we will know about the most recent research work and development methodologies for solving the kinds of problem that related to identify the fake reviews and comments in real-time business data. So at the beginning, with the explosive growth of the e-commerce platforms or e-commerce business websites, that suppose if there is someone want to purchase some products or maybe some items, simply he visit some websites like Amazon, Netflix, or whatever or such other websites and searching about the product on that website. Then according to the configurations and evaluations and some metrics there, he choose that products. Also, suppose if we are visiting Amazon, for example, and we are searching about certain product like mobile, maybe smartphones or maybe laptop or any other products, Alibaba or some other business websites or e-commerce websites. So we will find there is some reviews or some comments or some, for example, feedback from other users about that products. Maybe if we are visiting some like social media pages or accounts for searching about such products, we will find there some visitors or some users, they already give them their own opinions about that product. So our seminar or our research work focus on that subjects. Why? Because not all the opinions are legitimate. In other words, not all the comments or not all the feedbacks that comes from those users are legitimate or valid or true comments, because so many companies maybe employ or adopted so many users from different accounts. They ask them to give a positive or negative responses to such products. Maybe also those companies are maybe fighting with each other, like for example, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and some users, they are comment on their products, and maybe those comments, it will be either real comments or fake comments. So with explosive growth of the recent techniques and technologies, especially over the smartphones or smart devices, many applications now we can use to rating the products, asking something or request some services. We are browsing the sorry, I am audible, please.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, thank you. So according to that, we are maybe found some reviews or comments on that website, on that products. They are able to change our mind. Suppose if you are visit a Facebook web page, and for example, a company or any kinds of services provider, and you will find there a product. You directly goes to the comments of other users. Why? Because you are really searching about anyone who give you an advice about that products. Maybe if they said that product is very excellent, so you are directly purchase that things. If someone give you bad comments, you are directly left the page or left that product, and you will not purchase it. So according to that, so many companies, they are employed many peoples, like maybe some of them they are fraudsters, or some of our legitimate users, or some of them they are employees, or whatever the meanings of them. So they are give a positive, negative, or maybe they are give their opinions. Why? To increase the business or to increase the traditional operations about of that products or maybe of these products. So according to that, one of the most famous or company around the world in USA, it's called Yelp, that provide services to their users to rent a car, to booking maybe restaurant chairs, or maybe they booking hotels, or many services actually arise on that website. Suppose if you want to visit or you want to uh, browsing or navigate about good restaurant, you have to go for that website and you just browse on the specific restaurant that provide good food that meet your looking or your plans. Maybe you would like to invite your friends, whatever the situation or circumstances you are planned to do it. And you will find there some user, they already give their comments. So till now, I will show you some and like scientific reports. They are addressed. There is very challenge to know that comments, if it is real or not, if it is fake or true or legitimate. So we will go to discuss these kinds of projects in this seminar. So on overview of fake reviews, we already give some feedback about that things. We know that some users who already give fake fake comments on several websites, their comments or reviews is called as a fake reviews. Maybe someone he give false opinion or true opinion or whatever the opinion there. So these called opinions. If that opinion is not true, it's called fake reviews or fake opinion or fake comment. Spammers, who are the peoples who do that things. Maybe if I am fighting with your company, I employ 10 peoples from 10 accounts, or maybe those peoples, they have several accounts on social media, and ask them to put a false comments about your company or about your products. I think with explosive graph of digital medias, like now, for example, they are using deepfake or they are using some other advanced techniques. They can easily promote something or develop something that already fake and does not reflect the origin contents about your company. Maybe I can design advertise, bad advertise, good advertise about some such a product. So I can manipulate the decision or opinions of my customers. So let us go and discuss some examples about that. Suppose now we are capture some comments from real-time Yelp data. Here, this person, he give comments about this restaurant, and we know that this comments maybe got positive or negative or rating from other people. Suppose if there is some people's, they already interactive with that comments, they can increase the visibility of this, and some maybe they are decreased. So this is an example about this maybe restaurant. There is someone who wrote a review about this restaurant, or this, suppose this products in social media and any other business or e-commerce website. So you can browsing and navigate some things. Let us go for explaining the problem. Here, we can categorize the problem of how to identify the fake reviews. Generally, we can categorize the fake reviews into several maybe classes or several types. The first one may be untruth reviews. Suppose it's totally that reviews is fake. Maybe the second is fake promotion. Suppose maybe someone, he said, I use this medicine, or I use this product and it is very good, and it is something like, already we watch very much advertising over the TVs, over the social network, and so many actors, they are already doing that advertising, maybe movies, but we cannot believe if this product is really good or not. Why? Because we already watching like this advertising maybe several times. But if there is some other peoples, they are using a specific kinds of advertising, like they are bring some scientists, bring some physics, maybe some doctors, some faculties, and they ask them to talk about that products. So maybe if you are watching, oh, this is a very scientist people and very famous people, so I think this product is good. But this is a another kinds of business. Another is irrelevant content. Some maybe someone is give a points, or some maybe give an opinion about some products, but that comments is totally not related to that products. Why? Because maybe you just want to doing something bad to that to other side, to other party. So we have to also recognize what kinds of fraudist content there. The other class is line review, is also conflict reviews. It's called maybe that reviews, maybe suppose if you are watching a matching between Real Madrid and Barcelona, for example, and if you are, for example, if your club is winning on that match, so you are talking very good comments, and later if it is maybe fail to or maybe lose that much, you are talking something bad. Why? Because you are totally express what is in your feelings, in your certain feels. Why? Because if you are happy, you are writing good comments. If you are sad, you are writing bad comments. Or maybe for any products, even that products is good. So this is also another challenge in identify the frauded reviews. Redundant account. Suppose if I am a user, legitimate user, but I have another account, it's not legitimate. Suppose if I am a user and using Facebook, I can using maybe my official account and 10 other accounts. Why I am using 10 other accounts? Maybe for several reasons. Maybe I want to shouting about something, give opinion on something, and if I am using my official accounts, maybe it will bring some issues for me. So this is also another challenge for identifying the fake reviews. Also, there is some other challenges related to noise identity. Why? Because even that those users, they are registered on websites, they are giving their informations, or maybe they are present their information, but I cannot sure those peoples are legitimate user or valid users. Why? Because maybe they can, someone, suppose in PayPal, now you are using any other address, it's not related to you. So according to that, there is no certain techniques, even you are saving the IP, even you are saving all the information, send the activation link via email address, but still there is some possibility for faking, for fake accounts. Lack of traceability, fraudsters trading, also another challenge for identifying the fake reviews. So this research work, we are working to highlight the topics and highlight the challenge and provide whatever the possible solution for these kinds of issues. So why we have choosing this data set? Now, if someone, okay, we are address the general problem of our research work, but now we will talk why we are choosing this data set. This data set has been updated per year. Suppose if the original version of this data set, because the website before 10 years is not the website after 10 years. Why? So many comments there, so many users have been registered. So the best thing is that this data set updated frequently. Okay, for each year, they are updating and they are giving you the data set of this year. You are not working on old version of this data set. So you are totally working on real-time data set. The second things you are dealing with the NLP. Why? Because now you will dealing with natural language, the language that used by the peoples in real sense. The third thing is the big challenge and the ambiguity of that data sets. Why? So why? Because this data sets actually have a lot of ambiguity. Why? Because the challenge of identify the spammers and legitimate the real and fake reviews, and totally this is a big challenge. As well as the pre-trained model, there is a difficult to identify like for example there is no certain model can provide a very good results about this. Why? Because a lot of ambiguity exists in this data set. So let us go for the details of this one. They are dividing the data sets into 4 categories. There is one is non filters. We means that company applies certain algorithm. That algorithm collect some features from the users, and if that features matching that algorithm, they are filter that comments. Even you are legitimate user, even everything correct, but they are not approve your comment to be appears in the websites. Why? Because they are using such they are using such metrics to validate the comments, but they are addressed that algorithm is not working professionally to identify the fake reviews. The second is filters or non-filters reviews. Means they are approved that comments, but they are not sure if they are maybe that comments it's good or not, legitimate or not. So according to that, they are addressed some reports. Their algorithm here, for example, we are talking about the filters that match the company overall rating or review comments. Why? Because they are addressing their websites, Yelp review company, they are addressed, their filter algorithm is not perfect. Based on Harvard Business School, and I am addressed here the reports from 3 sources, also the Yelp develop blog team, and also the third one, the Yelp blog associatory teams. They already announced that their algorithm is not perfect, and they are reaching to 20%, around 20% false result on their algorithm works. So this made a very big challenge for that company. Why? Because so many comments, they are already blocked, and so many comments, they are already approved. And there are confused to how to identify the legitimate and the real comments, because now the fraudsters or the fake people, they are very smarter. They are using very good ways to join to avoid noticing them from others, even that algorithm. So I am just here address some 3 reports from Harvard Business School. They are addressed very clearly. These data sets need very good research work to be to solve the issues of identifying the fake reviews or fake comments in the Yelp data sets. Here the sources that I was talking in the previous slides. Here the links of Harvard Business School, and this is the report in 2013, but they are updated the same information because it's still that information in the business school research web page, and anyone can visit that link there and watching the reports. Also, in their official website, they are documented there. This reviews filtering algorithm, sorry, it was not efficient. And also this one. To conclude that these sources report that the Yelp reviews filter algorithm is designed to identify what is the identify the fake and eliminate the spammers or fraudster reviews or users. But it is not perfect and may occasionally eliminate genuine reviews. This is their problem in this data set. So we are choosing it because of this challenge. Here, we are just give some statistics about this data sets. And if you are looking here, that algorithm already identify around 8,000 comments as a fake and 58,000 as non-fake. Sorry, I think someone is. Sorry. So if we are looking to this, I am audible, please. Someone confirm me.
Yes, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, for attendees, you please mute yourself to avoid disturbing others. So here, if we are looking to the statistics, we are just focusing on this 4 rows. We are noticed that that algorithm successfully identified 8,000 something real or fake reviews and non-fake reviews around 58,000 something. But it's failed to identify more than 400,000 comments and more than 300,000 comments. Why? Because these 400,000 comments already filtered, means already blocked to be appears on their websites. It's too much. 400, around 400,000 comments already blocked. And this is also the same scenario or the same situation for another category. So if you are combine them, you will reach up to 1 million comments already blocked from the websites. And if you are looking to the non-filtered, already around 266 something thousands comments already appears on their websites, and around 300,000 something already appears in this category on their websites. So here the dangerous scenario is, who can tell you these comments are legitimate or not, are true or fake, or real or fake, sorry. So this is the complexity of research work. We have to looking for a very much comments and try to identify the fake comments based on several criteria or several metrics. So the problem statement here. Already we are explain the challenges about the websites that working for e-commerce, marketing services, and we expand that things, and we also explain the dangers behind of using like user committee to give positive or negative feedback about certain products, or and many other things. Because we have a time limit, but I can show you later. So many companies like already lost millions of dollars because of fake reviews. Why? Because so many people, they are gives some negative feedback about their products, and according to that, those company lost very much things about about their products. So according to these all references, they are addressed that this data set is very challenging and cannot be also cannot be considered as easy to solve it from in any research work. So they are address the challenges here. They are given some explanation about the situations of identifying the fake reviews, how to deal with that like challenge, and so on. I don't know how this line it will be removed from the screen. If someone can help, like let us end that. I think this line, how can we remove? Someone can help. Is there any red lines in your screen? Someone can share his opinion or his feedback. I think red. Anyway, let us continue. So the problem statement we already explained. I am audible, please. Just confirm me.
Yes, doctor, you're audible.
Thank you. Thank you. So according to this research work, they are already addressed that this data set has a very, very big challenge to identify the legitimate comments or legitimate users. So let us go for another problems that addressed in this research work. The first is imbalance classification, means the number of legitimates and fake contents is not near to each other. And also the lack of required fraudulent information means we don't have very much information about the users to help us to identify if those users already exist or not. Also, there is some redundant accounts from harm users. Another challenge is fake reviews identification challenges. Why? Because we are talking or we are working or we are dealing with NLP, means they are using natural language and many suppose if we are pronounce some language, we are using the official language and we are using some other language. Maybe it's their pronounce maybe is different from other state or another country. Even that language, it was English or some other language, but everyone is using his own language for writing that comment. They are not only using official language statements or words. So our objective is in this research work to try to identify and propose our methodology to identify, at least identify the fake reviews or knowing the fake behaviors of our users. Why? Because if I identify successfully if that user is fake, means I can conclude that user and all other comments related to that user may be either candidate to be fake or totally fake comments. So here, in our objectives is to try to provide an easy to use system, understanding the user behavior, representing the data by using our analysis, and then we compare our proposed methodology or proposed work with other data sets, because all these companies, they are announced certain data set or a certain announcement. They already have a problem to identify the fake reviews in their websites. So by compare our research work with other people's, here we can address that some scholars around the world, they are starting from 2014 working on this data sets and try to identify the legitimate and fake reviews in business websites. They are using already this websites, but if you are looking here, they are using a different versions, means they are in this data set, they are already there is several versions, maybe for the products or categories in certain company or certain country or certain state. So they are using based on their own interest. And here, if we are looking to their AUC score, most of them, they are not achieve good accuracy. So according to this report, the number 8, they are achieved 72, and this one 82, and so on. So here, if we are looking to other bars of related work, here they are using also this kinds of algorithms. Someone focus on the graphs among the user to try to identify the fake reviews, and there is here they are address their accuracy or area under curve. So here is very good accuracy. It's achieved by this research work at 2021, and this one also 32, 98, and our proposed methodology is 98. Here we will discuss our proposed system that already accepted recently in Springer, and we maybe expected that research work it will publish online within the month of December or January. So here, if you are visiting the websites and to try to understand what is the meanings of the comments, suppose in this comment or something, some user, and this is the nickname of that user, and if you are here watching to this stamp or this button, elite users means those users already based on their behaviors, based on their feedback, that company already choosing them as a candidate users. What is the meaning of candidates? Means the best users, the best legitimate users, the best real users. So you will find in front of their names, elite means elite. What is the meaning of elite? They are. It's meaning that legitimate users. So another thing is here the social media activity means how that user have the other friends, committee, rating from others, how many photos he's published, and how and this one, how that comments receive feedback from others, and the text here, what he's writing here. Because if you are watching to them, to these comments, you find someone maybe using blah blah blah, maybe some shortcut words, some hello, maybe he do not write hello in regular manner, maybe hello or nice or cute, for example, and or sweet. He write that sweet maybe in different manner. Maybe he just duplicated some words, duplicated some characters. So it makes that things difficult to identify by using NLP techniques or strategies. Also here, the feedback from others about his comments. Suppose how many people they have find that comments is useful to them, or how many people they find that comments is funny to them and cool to them. I think all these feedback we already know, because we are using social media, and we can find that cool and useful and not useful, or we can give our feedback. If you are elite users and you are receiving very good positive comment from others, you can receive funds, funds privilege from the company, because they can consider you as a legitimate or a gold user to them. And also some companies, they are give some privilege to those users. Why? Because maybe they are providing them a free shopping or free visiting or free foods or free anything. Why? Because their opinions can affect a lot on a lot of people who are interested about that products or about that category. So in our proposed system, this is the general steps. What we are doing here, we are consider here the pre-processing steps, and then we are doing two types of pre-processing, and then try to extract the dense matrix, and then we are using a chain classifier here. We are applying the machine learning. Why? Because We are trying to find the good solutions based on our research work. Here, this is the pre-processing steps. What we are selecting the text contents, and we are doing the pre-processing steps based on traditional text mining steps. And later, we are doing some tones calculations. What is the meaning of tones? The tones means that how your words give to me or give to others either positive emotion or negative emotions. Means if you are calling your friends and he just talking with you some bad words, you ask him why you are angry. Why? Because in your mind you are calculating that things and you are reached to a conclusion that your friend is angry, he's not happy. Why? Because based on the words that using in his conversations. But if someone call you other than your friends, you will find that user. Maybe he was happy. Oh, my friends, you are happy now. What's happened with you? Why? Because you conclude a result that the words that using in your friends, it was a positive word. So we are just focus on these things, and we are apply the research methodology on that things. Then after that, we are calculate the things and put that things as a new feature for our text to go forward to analyze the data sets. Here, we are using another kinds of another kinds of pre-processing uh, by using the TF-IDF metric. Why? Because this can be very useful for removing the noise words, removing something reputed in all the comments, and then that things maybe does not give us good indicators. So we are using that things to try to cleaning our data as much as possible. Then the main idea here is to using two classifiers. Why? Because we feel that someone is learning from others. So let us go for the results that extracted from the pre-processing steps at the first level of the IDF. And here we can show that some words already reached to zeros values because of their reputations. Another thing is, after we are fitting that things and remove all the duplicated words based on the TF-IDF matrix, and this for these values does not give us a good good discriminators, or maybe does not give us a meanings for our pre-processing. So we are removing that things because already these words are reputed words or maybe frequent words that use in every comments maybe. Another things here, after that, after doing the TF-IDF, we are using the first classifier, which is called the naive Bayes classifier. So that classifier, what is doing? The first is apply the regressions step, means they can expect that based on the probability calculation, what is the best class for each comment. We are not doing that things in a traditional way. Why? Because we want to got a knowledge about the best fit class for each instance. And then we are use another kinds of classification that already using ensemble models, means that model already learned from another models by applying some machine learning algorithms, and then try to find or choose the best result based on the accuracy. So let us go for defining the characters, contents of their features. Here we, in the restaurant, for example, in the reviewer table, we do not have very much information about the users. Here, the restaurant ID or the product ID and their other information related to him, to that, category. This is the review, means the review, all the contents or all the features or metrics that related to that comments. Here, we can know what is the ID, what is the ID address of the user who do that comment, what is the reviewer ID, and what is the contents, what is the other rating, what is the feedback from other peoples who already watching that things and give their feedbacks. So based on that, we are just focused on certain kinds of information here. These features will reflect the other people's feedback about the comments that made by that user. If the feedback is good, means that user is good. If the feedback is bad, means that feedback is bad. So we want to check another kinds of activity, means if the reviewer, means the user ID, if he doing something, for example, a bad behavior, we cannot conclude that that user is not good. Why? Because based on his behavior, we can conclude that user. So now if someone asks you how that user become bad user or maybe a fake user or maybe bad user, why? From here, suppose if you are joined now, for example, by today to that website, and you are doing 10 comments for 10 products. If you are analyze that in your mind, you cannot visit 10 products and give opinion about 10 products at the same time. Or if you are joined and produce some comments, and some people find that comment is not good. So based on that, we can just propose some metrics that are able to measure your behavior. Suppose the number of posts you are already doing through your partnership or your membership on that website. How many people's, for example, give their opinions about your comments, and some people's they are find your comments are bad and good. So it's really help to or improve the accuracy of identifying the fake reviews, comments, or fake users based on their behaviors or whatever the problem. So the first things, we are using the tone behind your comments, and this is the first time based on the previous research work, we are finding that this is the first time they are adopting these techniques to the technique is not new, but the methodology of using this as a feature is new. And the second thing is by extracting the behavior contents based on other feedbacks. So let us go for analyzing that. Here is a sample of the data sets and how can we identify the dates, the posting ratio, the comment ratio, the behavior ratio for each one. So we feel that things help us to identify fake user based on their previous or history. Here, the structure, okay, this is the encoding phase. After we are doing, let us go back to here we are using embedding techniques for the vector that produce from the text. And there are so many embedding techniques that used for the text that extracted from the comments of users. And we are using the Elmo. Why? Because of the facility behind this network, and the feedback of each one can be inputs to another one. is based on the word probability or word occurrence probability. Then after that, we are extracted the embedding vectors of the text. After that, this is a sample. We are using our model who combines or merge that vector that is already extracted from the text with other features that already explained that the feature related to other community feedback or opinions to be a unique vector. So we are called to that vector as a smart vector, or and we are combined in a single model and call that model a smart model or stack model. The model is based on the combination of naive Bayes and GBC gradient Boston classifier. Then we are using the polarity, which measures the tones of the words, and we are finding the distribution of tones around or behind the comments of users. And the other slice is related to correlation among the features of that data sets. Why? Because it can give us a good feedback. What are the correlated features and what are the non-correlated features? Why? Because here we can use the usable counts with other much correlated means. Here we can watching that which one is high has a very correlated measures based on their values. Here the distribution of some sample, we are choosing some sample to reflect the distribution of using our tones calculations, and based on these calculations we can reach to some balance distribution about that data sets. And also in our pre-processing steps, we are using anagrams, and there in our embedding, we are using 2 grams embedding, means combines 2 words. We are not using 1 words embedding methodology. Why? Because we are measuring the accuracy based on the number of embedding up to 4. We find it that the 2 combination is the highest, give us highest accuracy for the sample data that's used for this kinds of process. Later, we are using to this accuracy in the prediction for our sample data set, that we are choosing only sample from this data set to measure our proposed methodology. We are choosing around 150,000 cases, and the accuracy that received is good based on that analysis. This is the sample of our accuracy, and here the confusion matrix of the predicted label. Then, okay, I'm apologize, maybe I can explain this result because this research work is not yet published, so I cannot share the presentations or extract all the results to the participants. I hope that the attendees, they can open their minds about some real time data sets, which is related to business data sets, or how to working with such kinds of research work on these data sets, and how to dealing with the contents or the methodology to solve the issues that already exist on those data sets. Thank you for the listening, and I am happy to receive any questions from the participants. And I hope that after publishing this research work, we will make it as free access to all of you, but we need to keep some results in secure manner till we are reached to the publication state. So already 2 of our papers has been accepted recently, but the application process takes some time to be online. So again, thank you for the attendees, and thank you for organizing committee of this webinar, and thank you for the peoples who are joined to and watching this kinds of research work. Thank you very much. Hello, I am audible.
Yes, doctor. Is there any questions
Yeah.
for the participants?
Okay, I received some comments from attendees. I am apologize to sharing this seminars with you. Why? Because of the reason that I have talking about. It is not yet published, so we need sometimes to make this presentation free to all of you. But already I am highlighting some challenges on that. So I just received some messages from two participants who asking to share my presentation. So I am apologize for at the current time. I apologize to share that things. If there is any question from participants, I'm happy to answer any question. Hello.
Is there any questions for the participants?
I think there is no question. So it is the seminar now in your hand. Thank you very much.
Yes, doctor. We'll wind up the session now. Thank you, doctor. Thank you for imparting your knowledge and remarks on fake review detection. On behalf of Quvae Research and Publications, I extend our gratitude for sharing your time and thoughts with
Can you hear
us.
me, Rajan sir?
Thank you, doctor. Participants will receive your certificate within 7 to 10 working days.
Hello. The QCA committee, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, doctor.
Hello.
Yes, doctor, I can hear you.
Hello. Hello. I am audible, please. The Quvae committee, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, I am apologize at the current time to share that presentation because okay, I think there is such a technical problem in that organizing team. Anyway, I will answer these two questions. I am apologize to share at the current time. I am apologize to share that things, this presentation with all of you because the work is not yet got publication. So after that, we can make it free now because now under the pre-processing for publication service.
Is it audible now, sir?
So thank you for your feedback. all the attendees that can give their feedback and also fill the form of attends and
Doctor, is it
the
audible right
chat
now?
box. So there is two links. The one is for feedback and the
Hello?
one for getting the
Hello?
certificates. Okay, so
Is it audible now?
the link is already working, so you can fill it.
Okay, I'm informed.
Thank you, sir, for your feedback. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, so shall I left now because I am finished? If there is some question, I am happy to answer. If not, so shall I close the meeting because of the times is over? And please let to the people who are not fill the certificates link to do it. Quvae, please, Quvae committee, can you hear me?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, I think there is some technical problem with you because you can text me, please. I can't do it from my side.
Hello?
Hello,
Hello?
can you hear me now?
Hello? Is it audible right now, doctor?
Can you hear me now, please? You can write in chat box.
Yes, I can hear you right now.
Okay, so what shall I do? Please, you please text me. Yeah. Okay, that's great if you are hear me. So what shall I do? Because I think you have a problem in you. I am audible. If someone ping me on chat box, I am audible to you. Okay, so what shall I do, please, now? Because I'm not able to hear you. You are not audible to me. You please let me know how to. Okay, okay. So, hello.
Hello, doctor.
Okay, maybe I left the meeting and join again. Let us check this option. Hello. Can you hear me now, please?
Yes,
Hello.
doctor.
I'm sorry, it was a technical problem, I think, from my side. So
I hope that the attendees, if they don't have a question or if they have a question, they can share their question here before I am leave the meeting. I'm sorry, just expect that they are able to hear me till the final bars when we are lost this connections. So is there any question, please, from participants? Okay, so please, now I am finished this. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, doctor, it is audible.
Okay, thank you. So now this webinar is under your control. Thank you for all the attendees who attended this webinar, and thank you for the organizing committee for the Quvae research publication for giving me this opportunity to talk about my research work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.